Because some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Ducks will put total leather and we'll get started. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He breaks a tackle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
There's the pressure. At the 35, he's open. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his target down the middle. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. Turning it on. Touchdown, Oregon. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got it behind the line. It's Moss. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
He'll take the deep shot. Brings it down on the right side. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking downfield, it's Reed. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Powers through. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On first down from the 13-yard line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Aggies. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Trying to start the drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Whittington. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Oh, a lot of space. The tag. Just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Aggies want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, the ground game. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Oregon! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Brings into the open. The 40. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggie.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover it longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Leaves it with the running back. That's the way to get it out of your own end. Takes it all the way up to the 25 before going out of bounds.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Moore to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Quarterback empties his backfield. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. On the run, fires downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. As they come over the football, 1 minute to go here in the first. Moore will throw. Shoots it to the left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Stumbled to the ground. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
A strike downfield. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the big fella. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that program.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Got his man quickly. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Concepcion. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. And the Aggies come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Quarterback running on the draw. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Reed. He's going for it all. Got it! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Aggie! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Got his man. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Whittington. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact.
Touchdown, Oregon! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
There he goes! Oh, he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, the coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Quarterback moving. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Grab near the marker. It's Craven. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Reed. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. Just keep slinging it. And as he throws. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
This offense has failed on its previous 2 4th down attempts, but they need to keep this drive alive. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ducks! Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
The ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quarterback making checks. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggies.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Hauls it in. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Using his feet. He'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away to buy time. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. The offense changing the play. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Fires left. It's complete. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A&M comes back out with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. There he goes! And he's brought down after a nice gain. On first and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the red zone, looking for a space. Touchdown, Aggies! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Moore to the air. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They've got it to a 2-possession game, but now going for the onside kick here in the 3rd quarter. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
He's loose. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UNLV proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Rebels team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
He makes a catch. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Texas A&M going quickly. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Here's a heat. He's going to take off. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Moore will throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the right. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Fourth down and 10 and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, and still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And the Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Oregon! A great catch and run for 6.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be. And they've looked explosive today.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
To the air, it's Zeno. Oh, they're after him. And his first throw here is incomplete.
And there's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
And the misconnection on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Converts on fourth down, still going. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Scrambling away. Trying to make magic with his feet. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. And the Aggies can really attack on this second and short. From the shotgun, the inside give. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Pressure coming. Boom. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Looking to throw for it. Plucks it out of the air. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Texas A&M going up tempo. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The Aggies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Floating away. trip to the house. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the third quarter and get it back with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Makes the catch. It's Benson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Ducks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Fires it incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. Man, you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Rolling right and going deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. Just weren't able to come down with that one.
Trying play action. He'll take another shot here. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Zeno. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants to take the top off. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page.
Throws toward the end zone. And he makes the grab, but can't get the foot down in the field of play. Almost had 6 there.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
77, Texas A&M, 46.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. Gets it past the marker. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
That's good for a fighting Texas Aggie.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Dropping back, it's Zeno. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Moss. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Might be changing the route. Looking left. It's caught. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Texas A&M going quickly.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got him downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Going for 6. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They just keep firing. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line.
Get ready.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on.